here, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? It's going to be a hot one. Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it after the show. Right now, let's just get into the show because I want to get really into this bloom phase. We've been talking about the bloom phase for the last couple of episodes. I took the old bloom strategies episode that we had, put it out again, reposted it, and asked you what you thought about it, what we could change, what we could make better, what we could make more comprehensive. And then we did a viewer questions episode that was mostly focused on bloom questions. And to that end, I'm showing pieces of that video to help us to figure out what to do with this, and also informatively to help with bloom stuff, because it was a lot of good stuff in that viewer questions episode. The piece I'm going to show you today, I was talking to Scott about ratios between different nutrients in the bloom phase, and it kind of turned toward Bloom Khaos, which is kind of the big one in the bloom category. So I want you to watch this clip about that, and I'm going to talk to you after. I have a question. Is like, and I'll apply this to everything. Is when we're talking about Bloom Khaos and Herc, there's kind of an interaction between those. If you use this much of this, you need to use this much of this. Oh. So, and I'm wondering about generally, do you see a difference between ratios of one to the other, or is this just about 2 tablespoons of this, 3 teaspoons of that?
The ratio thing literally is it's a safeguard on Khaos to Herc. Sure. Because so many people they get Khaos, they're like, oh, look, I'm just going to make all my blooms happen, I'm running Botanicare nutrients. Yeah. You're going to kill everything. So that's the only one we've ever really set a ratio to in the sense of and that was just literally a safeguard. That's not even the science behind it. 1 to 6 is our safeguard ratio to make sure you have 6 parts of calcium phosphate of bone meal to the 1 part Khaos to make sure you don't have tacoine or deficiencies. But that's not necessarily even like it's not a true statement in the absolute. So when someone goes to the shelf and sees insane terpellation, they think, I need this for my terps, and they just pour it on anything. And you're saying Bloom Khaos is not a standalone thing. No, it's a thing that works with Herc. And so you're afraid that people are going to go in there and like, I want Khaos in my blooming. And they're going to... Oh, and they do. And then they email frustrated because their plants are suffering, especially, in an Athena grow, which is all synthetic grow. They've put the Khaos in because they've heard it's done great things for a Nectar grow or a form. But what it's doing is it's truly bringing up every deficiency that plant potentially has because it makes the plant accelerate all of its aspects of growing or accelerated all at once. So anything that plant was lacking going into the Khaos is going to easily be presented after the Khaos. Now with, this scenario, I've got, DJ Short's blueberry. I really want to bring out those blueberry terpenes. I don't want so much the skunk. I'm really trying to, I'm trying to dial in the terpene profiles for the blueberry. That's when this would come into play because we claim the Pegasus nitrogen proteins help bring out more fruity and floral terpenes in flower, and that's what we've seen. That's what we've seen from our extractors. That's what we've seen from our better growers. They're not pushing the Pegasus as far as I need more terps, so I'm going to hammer more Pegasus because you're just adding more nitrogen proteins. You just need, 5 to 10 mils, depending on the plant, size, age, everything. But 5 to 10 mils for just a 2 to 3 week period of time in the middle of bloom is ample enough to trigger that plant's response to develop that terpene profile, and then they usually get that smell or that aroma all the way to the end. But there's if you're using 1 teaspoon of Pegasus, you need 5 tablespoons of Herc, because it's not the same reaction as Khaos is with the calcium.
Okay, what do you think of that? Bring anything up? Let me know in the comments. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's the OCG Fam Show.